3, 2, 1. Happy Lobo Day to you. Happy Lobo Day to you. Happy Lobo Day, dear listeners. Happy Lobo Day to you. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Melzer.
And this is Mostly Lovin' Lucha.
Los Luchadores. Hey guys, like I said, my name is James. And we're mostly talking lucha.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry about that piss poor intro.
We're gonna throw it over to Jampy.
Hey guys, my name's James. Like I said too, this is Mostly Lovin' Lucha. How you doing, Nicole?
I feel giggly.
Ooh, that's how we need you on the pod, baby. Speaking from my diaphragm.
Gross.
Isn't that what, like, you put a diaphragm inside?
Yup.
Okay, yeah. I'm speaking
That's
from
what
that.
they mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm speaking from that diaphragm.
That's why I said gross, because I knew it.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking knew it.
I use a diaphragm in my butt, yo.
Where else would you put it in your pee hole?
That
No.
sounds painful.
No, I have like a little cavity in my gooch that you can like scoop stuff out of.
Oh, you got one of them gooch holes.
Yeah, I have a concave gooch.
Do you have a
Oh, it's not
cloaca?
like just a flap.
No, are you just like a chicken? Like it's
No.
just one universal?
I wish. God, that would be so easy.
What?
I am sick and tired of my butthole. Like, oh wait, no, I don't.
I think we all are.
yeah.
We're all sick and tired of your butthole.
your-
Oh,
butthole,
no.
James.
I'm being shamed.
Yeah.
I'm being beehole shamed. No. Oh, shadows are coming at me from my past of everyone.
Speaking of buttholes,
Oh.
what about those aliens' eyes? Am I
Oh
right?
my god.
Oh, wait, hold on. I do need to quickly throw over to our special guest co-host. Let's just call him a guest
Oh.
co-host. He's not
I'm James.
Yeah, I'm Melzer.
He's James.
And this is Brian over here.
Hi.
Yes. So,
Hey guys,
Yeah.
what do you call those things over there? What are those?
That's what we call a callback.
yeah, guys, listening to the last MorphBots episode on the feed.
What's the episode number? What was it?
You don't know the episode
13?
number? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Nicole does not know when any of these are released.
No, it's too confusing. I just don't.
Right.
Yeah, like we have episode 3 of Mostly Lovin' Lucha already in the can, but that will be released the first Monday of March. So it's confusing, guys. But you've heard him before, and if you've seen the MorphBots, you've also heard him and seen his writing skills and talents. Or if you have Amazon Prime, maybe you've checked out The Street Wizard's Apprentice. We have Mr. Melzer.
Hello.
Is that your wizard voice?
Yes, this is my wizard voice.
Good.
Yes.
We got to watch the TV show Merlin together, and then we'll
Oh,
just
God.
talk in that accent.
I feel like we're cursed to start a million podcasts because
That'll
there's all
never
these
be-
terrible TV shows
Yeah.
we want to watch together.
they'll
No,
never
that's
happen.
just like being around James.
I
'Cause
can-
he does
yeah.
that shit to me, but like with drawing.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, Nicole, we have a new T-shirt design. I'm like, okay, go ahead and do it yourself because I don't have time for that.
I do. Nicole has a podcast idea that I'm not going to reveal in case someone wants to steal it from us.
Yeah, don't
but
fucking
Fucking
steal
jackals.
I do want to do that
it.
idea.
Yes.
It's a great idea.
It's so good.
Get more time,
Man,
Nicole.
you were just
Guys, it's so good.
teasing and titillating the internet right now.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll just
yeah.
Theoretically
I'll just
gonna
quit
do a
my
podcast?
job. It's fine.
Do it.
No.
Get paid off the land. Yeah, I'm saying till some soil.
Guys, if you throw a show on Amazon, you can expect to maybe make $1. Which
Yes.
I am now getting towards.
Yes,
Thank you.
I was going to ask you how you just put it on Amazon Prime. How
Yeah.
are the numbers?
So we just released a show called The Street Wizard's Apprentice, which is like a urban fantasy kind of Dresden File spoof show, but more if like the show was kind of like if Buffy the cast never got around to fighting any monsters because they're just terrible people.
Yeah.
It feels like what was it called? Ghosted. I think is what it was
yeah,
called
yeah.
on Hulu. It kind of feels like that.
Yes.
Ghosted was on Fox, though. We just watched it on Hulu.
Well,
Yeah, whatever.
he's splitting hairs because that's where I watched the two, so I associate it with Hulu as well.
Yeah, whatever.
It's whichever app I have to turn on.
And hey, it's
Who keeps track of what channels, what shows
I
are
do,
on?
and a fan of my music
I don't
wrote
even
on
know,
the show.
like, my favorite TV
What?
shows. I don't even know what they
Yeah,
were on.
That's cool.
Sean Clements wrote on that, and he's a fan of my music, kind of.
Not really.
He has said it's good and
He's
played
a
it
fan
on his
of
podcast.
one song because he's in it.
No, he has heard all of them. He's liked them on Facebook. Or not Facebook, that would be a big deal. On Twitter, he did.
Oh.
Guys, check out Hollywood Handbook on Earwolf.
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, Ghosted was a really interesting show. It was a genius premise and had like a really cool cast. And then they like did it one way, and then halfway through the season they stop and they revamp how the show goes. So like if you watch the
I
first
liked
half,
the
it's Monster
newer-
of the Week. I did too.
Yeah.
And then the second half of it was like one big plot that they were building towards,
Yeah.
and they did much smaller things with it per episode. It's very cool.
But I just really liked what did he have, like, I can't remember. It was so long ago that I watched that. Did he have like a sidekick in the first part?
Wait, what are you...
Either like he didn't or they switched it. But there was like a new guy in like the second season or something that was...
Wait,
he
you're
was,
talking about a different show.
Are we?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
Ghosted is on Fox. Ghosted with Adam Scott
Adam
and
Scott? That's
Craig.
not the show I was
Okay,
talking about.
yes. You are talking about the one with Tyler Jesse Church? What's his
What was
name?
that called?
It had Dead in it, right?
Dead
Was
Like
it?
Me?
Yeah, was it Dead
No,
Like...
no.
No, but I know what one you're talking about.
The guy that was like, he's kind of like a cheap Jack Black.
Yes, he was on Tucson.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I know it. I know the show now. I just can't think of it.
But you were...
Like Dead
on.
Friends or...
Yeah. But you were
No,
thinking
I think it
of
was like a weed pun.
Yes, it was. Yeah, okay.
Stoned to Death.
Stoned it.
But you were
dead.
thinking of
Yeah.
the actual
Adam Scott.
ghosts.
Yeah,
Okay.
See, and that's what I was afraid of.
Gotcha.
I was afraid that's what I was mixing it up with.
Yeah. You
Oh.
want to know what changed up from the first half to the second half? Sean Clements was no longer on the show.
Oh.
You liked it more when the Clem Dog was
oh,
there.
Clem Dog. Damn.
God, I hope he
Should've
hears
stayed
this
on.
and says, man, thumbs up again, Marshland Monster.
Give you that validation.
Dude's funny. He's hilarious.
Actually, you call him Poor Man's Jack Black? Or like knockoff Kmart
It's
Jack Black?
called Deadbeat.
Deadbeat. Gotcha. He also
Sorry,
was in a
guys.
show that is very similar to our show called Reaper. I don't know if anyone saw that.
Yes, I believe I have.
That show is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith directed the pilot. Yeah.
So that's what I was talking about.
Gotcha.
Deadbeat.
Deadbeat. I've never fully watched a Deadbeat episode.
Not
but-
Ghosted.
It was good from what I saw her, but yes, that was on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
I fucked that up.
Hey man, it's fine. Nothing's
we're
getting
doing
cut
good.
besides long pauses.
Nothing's getting cut.
Nothing
Is this your
gets
new
cut.
thing?
Nothing gets cut.
God, I wish it were.
You're like-
I wish I wasn't so like it needs to be perfect that I could just say fuck it. All I need
Well-
to do is balance out levels.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could cut anything I say.
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
cutting
Just
nothing.
literally everything.
I think you're golden because we have asked you to be on so many
I have
things.
been on a
like,
lot of podcasts.
we want you around us. We think you're cool.
Oh.
James was like, I want to ask him to watch this 6-episode arc, but he's been on too many episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I was like, it's fine.
No, it was only the 4-episode arc.
Oh,
I
okay.
wouldn't.
Which is the arc?
It's on Super Sentai.
Oh, okay.
It's a Jin one, but Foster already committed to it. I can't tell him no.
Oh,
I
okay.
explained to
Well,
him.
you
it's-
told me it was going to be just us.
Oh, well, I originally wanted the comic book artist to do it, and he
See,
said,
now you understand why I just don't keep track anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's confusing.
like I said, shake up on my tits, girl. I don't know if
You
that
never
episode.
said that.
I said it in a previous episode that has not been released yet. I apologize, guys. Ooh, I'm a poet, and I didn't know it.
Ew.
You want one time you should watch me throw up.
What?
I don't know.
I think everybody in a
fuck?
relationship should watch each other throw up.
No.
But like dead, like in the
Absolutely not.
eyes. Yeah.
Absolutely
I've got
not.
a pretty weird throw up.
You have a weird throw up?
Yeah, like I don't make any noise and I don't move that much. It's like a very like a faucet turns on.
I
like,
wish
James
I were
is
that way.
the complete opposite.
yes.
You're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, like my
I peaked again.
I lose
swear
my voice
to God,
after.
the last time I was on an episode with you, we talked about this.
I don't think we ever have. On podcast, at least.
Well, either you guys put something weird in my coffee or just watching this show has made me feel like I'm tripping balls. But
Oh.
I could have been here for years. I don't know.
We put a lot of CBD oil
Yeah, I was
in
gonna say
there.
it's THC coffee.
Boom.
TH-free. Nicole, have you coined that?
What?
Do other people say TH-free?
I
You
don't.
said it.
I don't fucking know.
You meant it. You stole your mama's credit. Yeah, bring them in. Bring them in. I've been doing moves like
I don't know what that
like
is.
R&B singers from like an R&B girl group from like the 90s.
Is this a new thing that we don't talk about what we're supposed to talk about for like until like 30 minutes in?
Let's
Los Luchadores.
Is this your new thing?
No, we have a good friend in now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
yeah,
and
but,
you were like
Los Luchadores.
you were like, wait, we gotta say Street Wizard's Apprentice
Oh yeah, because I want his
Oh,
stuff
right.
plugged.
Thank you. Yeah.
like 20 minutes ago.
And watch it on Amazon.
yeah, help me get Jeff Bezos' money before his wife does.
Oh, that is insane that they did not sign up like any prenup.
I think it's
But-
romantic.
But it was years ago before Amazon was even a
Right.
deal. Yeah, that's
We're also ready to just like, be like, it's crazy they didn't sign a prenup. Could you imagine like being in the situation like most people are in? Like if I went up to Brittany and I'm like, yeah, I really want to marry you. Also, can you sign this piece of paper saying that you don't have any rights to my stuff if we get a divorce? When you're not like super rich, it's kind of like
oh yeah.
crazy.
I mean, it's sort of like saying that you don't expect this marriage to last.
No, I'm all in. I love you. I want to be with you forever. But we can't see the future, you know? So
Yeah.
it's fine.
The only thing I could see
You
that
ain't getting
is
my Saturn.
if there were Sega Saturn or a Saturn
You're not
car.
getting
I was
all
thinking of my gold
Funkos.
Saturn car that I used to drive in high school. I'm trying to think of like one of the saddest things I have that someone could get in a divorce.
I mean, a Sega
You
Saturn.
ain't getting my Beetle.
my Beetleborg toys.
Oh my
But
God.
the only reason I could see someone getting a prenup and they're not rich is if they had like a quaint family business that it made you middle class, and it's like, hey, my family is making me do this.
Right,
but
right.
There's no reason he should have ever had a prenup. But can you get like a during nup?
Maybe. I don't know. It could probably be invented, but I don't think there's something like that right now.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
tricky.
know, guys.
Like
but-
maybe if you had like a really good Beanie Babies collection, I could see having to do.
Oh,
a prenup,
absolutely.
You know?
You want to know what's what, the
You don't want to
most-
be in a court dividing whose is whose.
Yeah.
And then become an internet meme.
The most fucked up thing about this is that Trump tweeted out pretty much saying, haha, you're getting a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane. Did you see that?
No, I told you I avoid the news
Oh, yeah.
because I get enough of it third hand.
Like this.
Exactly.
Man,
Which
it's-
means all the facts are skewed.
Trump
But I don't care.
Trump's really picking a weird fight with Jeff Bezos over the last couple years, seemingly just because Jeff Bezos has more money than him.
Oh, yeah. Jeff Bundy, he has an infinite amount more money.
yeah.
Like Trump is in the business world is 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent doesn't actually have all this money that he claims to have. He leased everything, or he said he leased everything to say like, hey, I can totally file for Chapter 11 or whatever it is. And afterwards on Instagram and stuff, there was pictures of him with like a bunch of $100 bills on his bed and stuff. And the court brought that up and said, hey, what's the deal with this? And he said, oh, that was just first photo shoot. We leased all that money. We rented the money.
I heard someone say that they suspect, or I think like an internet theory that Jeff Bezos chose DC and New York for the new like Amazon campuses as a fuck you to Trump, like as a
that's
response,
insane.
like I now own your cities.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty insane if that is true.
But what about his, Marmalade? His country club Marmalade? I don't know the real name of it.
Oh yeah, I know Mariago.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I'm calling it
Mar-a-Lago?
Marmalade.
We probably, yeah.
Paddington loves to stay there.
Paddington Bear?
Yeah, he loves marmalade. He eats exclusively orange marmalade, which as a kid, I demanded my mom buy me because I loved Paddington. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. So I got a tweet from Eric that said, which is from your guys' episode, he said, I too loved chili dogs because of Sonic. So this podcast has just become validation of I'm not actually that weird.
Yeah.
Other people think the same exact way.
I mean, that's literally what comedy is.
Yeah. Oh, you throw something out like, oh wait, I don't know if that episode's out yet.
Like comedians will say shit that like they think is weird, but other people do, but like secretly don't tell anyone because they think it's weird.
Like the first time I ever heard about other men masturbating while driving was from Never Not Funny.
Exactly.
And I was like, holy crap, other people have done this?
Yeah.
That definitely sounds dangerous.
You just got to make sure you're on like a slow street. Yeah. It was by the Amazon no, not the Amazons, the Beverly Hills apartments. That's the most recent time I did that.
I was playing Never Have I Ever once, and I threw out Never Have I Ever given someone head while I was driving. Because I was trying to throw one out that I figured no one in the room would have, and someone did. And I was fascinated by how it worked. It was ridiculously dangerous.
Was the other person on the steering wheel?
Apparently, the other person stood up and turned. So it was you guys can see this. Was the action, looking at the road,
What
but
the fuck?
leaning over a little bit.
Oh, wait. So the person was, standing up?
So, one person's up in the passenger seat. The other person is just
Just
cigar.
pull over.
Yeah, right? Where do you have to be?
But that's not dangerous then.
Yeah.
But you might wait, was
What
it?
if you got in an accident and you had to explain that?
Also,
what if that's how they find you?
Or it would probably be was it a man getting filleted?
Yeah.
Okay, so it would probably be like this. They find you with your penis bitten off, and then the other person has a penis in their mouth.
What if it's a volcano?
Okay.
Just makes a cast of the
Like a Vesuvius?
Pompeii.
Oh, yeah, it's that, yeah.
Historians are just
yeah. People have been unearthing the city for weeks, and then finally they get to this, and this becomes the only thing anyone wants to talk about from the event.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, man, guys. Okay.
Kind of. I got no segue. Lucha!
I tried earlier, and you just drove over it.
I'm so excited to talk about it. You guys wouldn't let me. I kept trying to talk about it when we were watching it, and you guys were like, save for the pod because you're professionals. I get it.
Yeah. Okay, so I have an episode summary. Like always, feel free to chime in with anything during the episode summary.
Okay.
All right. Today we watched episodes 2 and 3 of Los Luchadores entitled Bad to the Bone and Confrontation in the Constellation. Oh boy, these episodes, let me tell you, were full of bones, skulls, kibbles, and bits. A good boy, piddles and spits. These weird-eyed, feared guys want to give your nipples a lick. Oh, sorry guys. When I get in front of a microphone, I just want to start spitting dope rhymes like I do under Marshland Monster. Links to download all my stuff for free are in the description.
Boo.
Shameless plug.
But for real.
Is that a rap microphone?
Yes, it is a rap no, actually this probably wouldn't be a good this probably wouldn't be a good rap microphone.
It was
because of the color?
I know what it is. It's a reference.
Making fun of Monse.
Yes. Hey guys, listen, I'll get there. Another plug I just did. But for real, this first episode starts out with some ladies of the night, not to be confused with creatures of the night in bleached white underwear running in fear of an androgynous Nigel Thornberry. These ladies of the night are walking out in broad daylight. Oh my God. They're that of Blade, brought upon by Morbius. They are daywalkers. But these two witness a crime of premeditation, unlike the crimes Frank and I commit by throwing rocks at kids across the street. That's just crimes of us being dicks. Frank is our cat, just so everyone knows.
And there's an elementary school across the street.
Some French immersion?
Yes, it is.
School?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What
Throw it
is
at them
that
frogs.
called? Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yes, we're throwing it at frogs.
Yeah. They call it El Elementary School.
Yes. Also, that's relates to this. It was filmed in possibly Vancouver, French Canada land, Quebec. But these day-walking vampires of the night see some skull dudes on dirt bikes like the ones Robbie Scott would bramp around on, blow open an armored truck and steal some bones. I guess these dudes also steal the ladies? I don't know. Because when we see them giving a hard bone to a dismembered voice, but get your head out of the gutter, they're actually giving a doggo a bone, a real bone. And whelp, you guessed it. This dogga, misspelled it, is the same doggo from the first episode, and his name is the Whelp. But we flash back to Lobo, Fuerte, and Turbine taking down a musky skunk man with a street road on his costume. Maybe he's roadkill? Oh no. This is the living embodiment of all the animals that man has killed throughout years, stemming from our lust for scientific advancement. We've gone too far with our roads and stuff and streetcars. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Oh my God. I understand the plight of pro-lifers now. Oh, wait. This dude gets wrecked over by Turbine? Oh, well, then we can do whatever the hell we want. Science for the friggin' win. I had two existential crises just in this first one. First with the doggo getting a bone, and now with pro-lifers. Oh boy, none of this is written on there. We then find out it's Happy Lobo Days.
Happy Lobo
Days. When the weather outside is frightful, New
Different
Jersey.
Not even Christmas.
Front Bottoms is Christmas to me. Wrestling is real to me, damn it. That's from a YouTube video, Nicole.
What one?
YouTube is a site on the internet.
Yeah. You ever seen it, Nicole?
All right,
but the whelp wants to end that BS by resurrecting an old piratebay.fr domain who used to be the baddest, sexiest man this side of the internet by collecting his bones. The bones. I totally messed that part up. I don't know what accent I was doing. Well, the piratebay.fr keeps Lobo busy. The whelp heads to Lobo Day to be the cutest doggo ever in a giant mech to squash the bug that is humanity. Starship Trooper style, baby. But Lobo is there ready to beat down a good boy and leave him to fry inside the exploding mech. But how did Lobo defeat the piratebay.fr? Well, Lobo played off his vanity and showed the dude how ugly he's gotten, and the piratebay.fr jumped into live wires to revert back to the bones. Hey, Nicole?
Yeah.
I love you. In the next episode, like Snoop Dogg and stuff, I've used that joke before. We find out Lobo is a live one after he beats up a Mothman in the ring, and that space aliens with raw bread dough eyes want to snag him up for their own wrestling promotion, brother. But first, we learned that Turbine thinks women are lesser when it comes to sports because Lobo wants Maria on their baseball team. However, we learned that Turbine is the lesser one because he somehow made a stationary batting machine to rotate like a turret and rapid fire at everyone. Now we're thinking about those beans. Beans to the freaking dome piece, that is. Like a beanball, Nicole. In baseball, that's a term. You bean someone.
I was once hit so many times with a ball in baseball, I got an award at the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In what grade?
It was right when we went from T-ball to kid pitch.
Oh,
so
man.
Coach pitch to kid pitch. So right when children started throwing the ball, I just got hit almost every time I went up to bat because I was like the smallest kid, and they were like, make a small strike zone, so I would do that, and then I would just inevitably get pegged.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that was rough. I hated baseball.
Maybe the coaches just hated you.
Maybe they did work it into our whatever you call it, like batting system. Whatever the plan was like, okay, put a kid behind this kid who can really hit because this kid's getting on first.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you ever make it to second, or were you too
No, yeah,
dazed?
I got I had home runs. And
Yes.
eventually, I got to go home after somebody else hit it, and then we running
Okay,
through.
yeah.
But
He was good at running, wasn't good at dodging, I guess.
I could have dodged. They would give me stand there.
Yeah, they hated you.
Yeah, those
hated
are
me.
terrible adults.
Oh yeah. Thanks for making me play baseball, Dad.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, thank you for making me join swim team. I didn't make you join. You chose it, but I did make you have to join A team. The A team. Oh my God. What if I was a child in the A team?
Guys, how many times has James brought up being on the swim team?
I don't know.
This is the first time I've ever heard it.
I'm saying the listeners.
He's listened to a lot of episodes.
Listeners, count them.
Hey guys, gotta love
They're going to
me.
be like once.
This episode. Guys, can we say Vala freaking Dation? Because an alien kid sees an Earth nerd on a scooter and says cool. Yeah, that means I'm hella cool because a tween said I am. I own a scooter. I thought you were waving at me, Nicole.
What's up?
But this alien kid wants to hang out with human kids. Hey, dude, it's not as it's cracked up to be. We've got war, famine, and don't forget about gravity. Boss alien transforms into a harmless human tourist after screaming some racist rhetoric about the human race and zaps Lobo into space for an intergalactic pay-per-view. It's bigger than the NSYNC or Backstreet Boys pay-per-view that I didn't watch at the Walcott's house as a kid, but instead played Darkwing Duck on Super Nintendo in their basement while eating party snacks.
Oh, good choice.
I remember that night like it was yesterday. I don't remember if it was NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. But they made a huge, big-ass deal about it on pay-per-view. All right, but the alien kid is now a scooter kid like yours truly and finesses some baddies with throwing a scooter at them. Lobo teaches the galaxy the meaning of teamwork, ends slavery in the universe, and puts a mask on an ugly kid. Locho Luco Lobo, Los Luchadores.
Woo! So, what did we just watch? That was
Trash.
it was bonkers, certainly.
But was it trash?
Well, that's a loaded question.
I think this show's amazing. It's top tier children's entertainment from this time.
I would say you're both right.
Ooh.
It's so bad, it's good.
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 It certainly makes these decisions that are so out there and so creative that I am constantly surprised and blown away as I'm watching it. But then, the average moments of the show are so half-assed and so bad that it's a remarkable thing. I think it's truly unique in that it's almost the best thing ever made and very bad.
Yeah. There are episodes of it where it does meet every so bad it's good elements. It's just a nonstop bonkersness. These ones I think were a little low on that side, but the Whelp one, that's top quality TV.
With the little
dog, yeah.
So there was a villainous Chihuahua, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was amazing.
It was adorable.
Yeah. Oh, that blew me away.
I put down that the Whelp is jacked for a dog. He was pretty. He had
Oh my
muscles from a
God.
side view.
Ever since you noticed how cold the dog was.
Oh yes, he's
I couldn't
shivering
stop seeing it.
constantly.
Yeah.
The shivers.
Well, they got to keep the room so cold so everyone's nips are hard.
Oh yes.
That's crucial to the production.
Also, so Lobo doesn't have sweat stains.
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
my God.
Because in some of the later, there are episodes where he has just huge ass sweat stains.
Mm.
No, Chihuahuas shake because they have really big ears, and that's where all their heat goes out.
But she should have been half fine then, because half of it was a metal ear.
You know what? That's just a question that's probably never going to be answered.
Yeah, what did that metal thing do for the dog?
It was, I think, actually, no, he never got his face blown up. I think he just attached that to himself. I don't know. He's a weird design,
I
though.
actually have a question
Yes.
for you. Wait, so like what episodes like numbers are these?
2 and 3.
Okay. Because you watched a couple while I was gone, so I thought those were like 2 and 3, and then these were... Because I was like, who the fuck are these two ladies and why are they helping?
No, they just got... Okay, so here's the bonkers thing. The first time Nicole and I watched this, I just said, oh my God, there are streetwalkers in this kid show. But then they said like, hey, my car was hit into. But do we think that possibly they did that on purpose and they've always been working with the whelp?
See, yeah, that's what I had to assume because it made no sense. But like, I guess if your robbery plan is stop this thing in transit, then a fake accident is how you do it.
Yeah.
They couldn't have just lucked into the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had to...
I guess they hired 2 prostitutes. and were like, okay, just crash these 2 junker cars at this time in the street.
Yeah.
And then our weird skeleton motorcycle gang is going to come and rob some bones.
Yeah,
because
they don't explain that either. Like, they don't explain... They're just there. Like, where the fuck did these skeleton guys come from?
those are just his henchmen.
Okay.
That's how all TV
They weren't
shows
in the
go.
first episode.
Because the whelp wasn't in the first episode.
They were very like when Turbine and the rest of the wrestlers meet those skeleton guys. I thought that these were like the putties. Like I thought that they were in every episode. Like they weren't shocked.
Oh no,
by the outfits.
This show. The whelp is a recurring bad guy, but not in every episode.
Okay.
So, we see the aliens in the 4th and 5th episodes are another alien, but a different race of aliens. They're ancient aliens because they come in on a pyramid spaceship.
Dope.
And the 5th episode is, hey guys, it's super problematic and I'll tease this. TC and Courtney, previous guests, are on that episode and they're screaming the M word at these little people.
Oh.
Yes, it is so problematic and so bonkers. They're like creating chaos to destroy Union City. So there's no the only thing that stays the same are Lobo, Turbine, Lorette, and sometimes Maria.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was Lorette? Was
the bones.
The bones. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess before we get too far in, I want to have a quick explanation of the the accents. Like what's going on?
I bring that up because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wrote down that this show is trying to pinpoint every culture, I believe.
Okay.
Also, wait, but I didn't really, maybe I just wasn't paying attention to it, but Turbine didn't really did he say anything like in Spanish a lot?
I don't think on these episodes.
Think he did.
He does eventually, in further episodes. The first episode we watched, Melzer, he's constantly saying slide by Spanish words and that tornada and just bullshit like that. Hit him with the guillotina, Lobo.
You got his empanada.
Yeah. Stupid shit like that.
Okay.
But
cool.
this one is, he wasn't, he was fine.
Yeah, so Lobo is the only one that has Spanish accent.
Mm-hmm.
Their manager has a Jamaican accent.
Right, okay.
The evil scientist, when he was a person, he had a UK accent, but now he sounds like Igor.
No. So it's not transferring the brain into him. It's just transferring the evil into the dog. And
no, he said, "Don't you remember me?"
No, he's saying, "Don't you remember me? I'm the dog."
No, because they did flashbacks to the scientist guy.
No, and then he said, "Remember when you hit him with that?" He wasn't saying remember when you hit me with that.
I don't know, man.
I think we got to settle this in the ring.
Ooh. Let's just do this. Ay, Chihuahua. Oh, hold on. I kept singing today the Los Luchadores song, but everything is Turbine. So it's Los Luchadores, the faceless Turbine, with Turbine together and Turbine.
Uh-huh.
An all Turbine show would be great. But Yeah, the whelp is its own being. Also, how he's talking is that little gem on his throat.
Okay, yeah.
And which means he chose that voice.
So the Streetwalkers.
Wait, but then, okay, with the accents.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But then Turbine, who is clearly like American.
Oh, yeah, like
speaks
California.
Just like James was saying, just like throws Spanish words in there and just, but
Not real Spanish words, though.
Right.
they are real Spanish words.
Sometimes he's just throwing an O at the end of letters. Well, I guess like stupida and stupido are real
man.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like something a kid would say.
Right.
To say like, oh, I'm being
But
Spanish
like,
now.
I really just want Lobo to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Lobo's in love with him and probably getting some on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Classic Batman and Robin.
Okay, so back to, back to you.
Back to me and the Streetwalkers.
Back to you, Melzer with the Streetwalkers.
All right. So they, based on what we discussed, maybe they were hired for the robbery, right?
Yes.
Then they go back, I guess, to collect their money, and they find they've been hired by the dog because they were like surprised to see the dog.
Yeah,
Is that
so-
like
yes.
the attitude you guys got?
Or they're just okay.
Or
If
is it
you-
just always shocking?
Yes, I was just about
Yeah,
to say,
okay,
if you were to see a Chihuahua who could talk and has like metal in his brain,
Right.
yeah.
Maybe you're just always like, oh, right, this thing.
Or you're just constantly afraid that he's gonna like snip at you, which I am around Chihuahuas. That they're just gonna
Maybe.
start like trying to like scream at you and might bite you, but they never do bite you.
No, they do.
Not the ones I've seen. They're toothless.
What?
Yeah, they just got gums. They gum me.
Man. But they just get really into the plan. Like by the end of it, they're like so ride or die.
Yeah, and they have the robes on.
They're carrying him on a pillow everywhere he goes.
So cute.
Yeah.
It is super cute.
He's
This-
like kid show hitting on them, like
Yeah.
flirting with them.
Got
Come
any
on,
kibbles?
baby.
Babies. Give me a dog treat.
Couldn't they have found a dog that didn't have testicles? Because he did. I'm pretty sure. Or he just had a big old thing.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I did write down every time he made a dog pun, he said, "Did you fetch it? This city's going to the dogs. Got any kibble, baby?" And then they said, "Scooby snacks." Also, they said, "Oh, we have to put that Lobo down," which is really messed up for a dog to say.
Yes.
And who let the dogs out? Ha, I guess it was me.
Oh, yeah. When he like made the pirate zombie.
Yeah. Which
I didn't
another
understand that at all.
accent.
Yeah. Yeah,
French.
French.
Yeah.
Just checking him off.
Yep.
Sacre bleu, I'm ugly. That's a line from the show.
Yes.
Not me admitting that I'm ugly.
No. You're handsome as hell,
He's
dude.
like admitting.
I'd never admit it.
Like you know it, but
I know the truth. It's fine.
oh my God.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, they're not surprised by the Chihuahua. They're not surprised by the or they kind of are, but not really
By the bones.
by the bones.
They see the bones 100 times, and then like one time
But
they're like, ew.
but in the second episode when they're like, it's aliens, he's like, no, that's impossible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this was the first time aliens were introduced, and it's weird. So they introduce aliens, and then the next episode is aliens. So the only logical thing I can think of is another episode was supposed to air
Yeah.
as the fourth episode, but they saw how well the third episode did with aliens. So they said, hey, let's just shift our alien episode into that slot.
I got so ridiculously excited when I found out they were aliens.
Yes.
And then even more excited when I found out that they were interdimensional alien TV execs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is such a that's what the show does right. That is such a great villain. It was amazing, and I think you're onto something with the name backwards.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I have
okay.
a thing about it.
Yeah.
All right, so the guy's name was Nick Nog, but it had a we
Nick
saw
Nod.
no. Oh yes, Nick Nod. Sorry guys. Okay, so it was Nick Nod, but when we saw it written out, it started with a G. So this makes sense now because
Yeah.
Don King.
Yep.
Because I said Donking. Donkey.
Donkey?
Is a
a boxing,
a fighting
Yes.
promoter.
I
Yes.
wrote,
whose
yeah.
hair is also straight up. And I
show-
think wears that like chain over the tie. I believe like you noticed that he had like
Probably.
a tie with a gold chain
It's-
over it.
okay,
Well, yeah.
then-
So did the
Yes, I think they were just
in
really
the episode
This
basing it off
show is great.
they did that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Because I googled it. Because I don't know who the fuck Don King is.
I was
like
so
One end of the spectrum, they're doing stuff like that, and I'm like, hell yes.
Boxing.
This is a great show. And on the other end of the spectrum, they're spray painting the $1 water
Yeah,
guns
yes.
that like everyone knows and be like,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's a laser gun. Who gives a
if
shit?
you saw it, they had like a diagram with like things labeled. It just said like alien knob,
Yeah.
alien
I didn't
handle.
see
I was like,
that.
why even label it?
And then Turbine has that monologue where he's explaining alien technology stuff he did to get into like space
the
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view, yeah, stealing cable.
And even he looks like he thinks it's so dumb what he's saying. Like that was such a bad moment of breaking kayfabe for a wrestling term of just him being like, and then I connect the port to the, yeah, it's done, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly not a tech guy doing tech things.
Yeah.
I originally thought like this person had to have been just a stunt person who got the job. But
Yes.
I looked at a couple of their resumes on IMDb. Levi King, I think his name is. He has a lot of credits. Even to this day, he's still
good for him.
working. And Sarah, the person who plays Valentina or Valentine, is it it has to be Maria Valentina. That has a lilt to it. Is it?
I don't remember.
Okay. But that also, we'll get to another thing that has to do with Valentine in a second about her. But she has been on like Falling Skies. She was
cool.
She had a starring role on that. Yeah. So these people luckily got work after this.
Well, being like a stunt person / actor is like a pretty like classic way to get a lot of roles. Because like if you're able to do something like so many people with a background in martial arts get a lot of. Oh, am I not loud enough?
No, I'm just your face keeps going up.
Oh,
Talk, so I'm just gonna put that
cool.
right by you.
Leave this in. They should know. They should know what this takes. But yeah. So maybe because he clearly was doing some of the flips.
Oh, yeah.
Himself.
Also, I wrote down that he moves like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yeah.
He does somersaults and backflips, and that is it.
Yeah, I was noticing that they have a finite amount of wrestling moves they can do, and the show is going to milk it. Like they always, There like there was one thing that I think the first episode they figured out how to do, which is what's the main character's name? Sorry,
Lobo.
Lobo could throw Turbine into a backflip,
Oh, yeah.
and they did it. I swear 7 times.
Oh, yeah. And in one instance where they were at Lobo Day, that didn't make any sense to do it because he just backflipped maybe 5 feet away from them just to then get in fighting stance. He could have
Right.
just jumped over himself to do that.
No, there was one where he backflipped and he was just like, "Hey guys."
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he front flipped into a room.
Yeah. That's what it was.
It was when he figured. It was actually he did the front flip and then he did that monologue that I was complaining about where he just gave up. Which maybe he was just dizzy throwing a front flip. Oh man, what was going on with Lobo Day? Was that from like the episode before?
No, Lobo is just... He is a crime fighter.
Yep.
You brought it up, I think, was that off mic?
Yeah.
Yes. So you say what you wanted.
I just think I would watch the show religiously if the like attitude of Lobo was he's really upset and doesn't understand why the mayor has like disbanded the police force and only calls him for these things.
Yeah.
Like that would become the best show ever if it's, like, oh, there's a serial killer. And he's like, you can't keep telling me. Like, you need to hire police. And he's like, well, you're the only, if your leg locks, you can do it.
Holy crap. An edgy reboot of this, like
yes.
a TVMA one, would be amazing.
Get me money. I will start making it.
Oh my gosh.
You call up Dan Clark. Hey, guys, if anyone knows Dan Clark, please tell him about
Yes.
this podcast. We love this show. Yes, it's bonkers at time, but that's what we like about it.
And we think now it was just before its time. Now is the time for Los Luchadores to have
to
a
flourish.
reboot, a gritty reboot.
Yes.
I mean, clearly Nolan ripped you off pretty hard with with that like party scene where the villain was coming in. I mean, Heath Ledger must have watched that 1,000 times to get his scene in The Dark Knight where he comes in and does the whole, no, I got these scars. It was so, what was the name of the Chihuahua?
The Whelp.
The Whelp, yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
I don't know. It sounds like some monster from like a folk tale or something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But it also just said, Whelp, let's just make him a dog. That's what I think about it.
Or maybe it's supposed to be like a Yelp, but it's Whelp.
Maybe it's a, you know how different cultures have like, our bark is a arf, arf. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And then like in France, it's Le Buck.
Yeah.
Le Buck.
But in Mexico, a Chihuahua goes, whelp, whelp, whelp.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
And then in England, it's Oi.
Damn it. I'm so pissed.
Okay. What else do we have
Okay.
on this?
So much. So why do they have to take two cars or a motorcycle and a car to get somewhere? That was pissing me off so much. He's got a 4-seater, sweet convertible, but Turbine's like, nah, I got to ride the motorcycle behind you. Guys, go a little greener. We don't need to be just wasting gas here.
Because they need to get as many flames in the episode as they can.
Also, do they own a high-rise downtown?
Yeah. Remember, they are the crime fighters of this city.
Right. They're the only police force.
No, we see in the first episode there is a police force, and it sets up the sheriff or a detective that, he's going to be in every episode.
Yeah.
He is not.
Was he just like so down for the
had-
Lucha help, or was he like, you don't have jurisdiction?
I think, wasn't he the one with just like an open taco out in the wild?
Oh, in the wild.
Like he just
That's a very beautiful sentence.
he just had a taco in his hand, or a burrito would make sense. It was a taco that just
Some
on
sort
the crime
of street
scene,
meat.
just a taco on a crime scene, and it's like, dude, where did you find that? The taco meat will fall out. You are just out in the open, in the wild, as I said.
Calm down, people. You know?
Yeah.
Jesus. He can get one of those Frito bags. You ever have like
Oh yes, a walking taco.
I love those.
That's all they had at swim meets.
Second
What
time.
about
Second time on this podcast. Keeping track. What was your event in swimming?
I did them all, but mainly the breaststroke and freestyle. I was good at backstroke until about maybe 10 yards before the side, because then I get nervous that my head's going to thwack it. And I think it was on a Pretty Little Liars that happened. And I said, that made my head hurt seeing that. Kids who didn't do swimming were like, why is this such a big deal? You just bonked yourself on the head. No, that hurts.
Oh, yeah. I did springboard diving. And like, if you do it right, like if you do a dive right, you actually like go super far down very fast. And you don't like do a roll. And I can't tell you how many times I just like almost knocked myself out just at the bottom of a pool.
Did you... were you in like diving pools or just normal like 10 feet deep pools?
Well, it depends. Like you would do meets, but like a lot of older pools or like country clubs didn't have their pools made when they were like there was a regulation of like how deep. So you get these really shallow ones you're not ready for, and then crack your head.
Oh yeah, because there were some times when we would go to other places that had the diving ones, and it's like 32 feet. Deep and shit.
If you have like the higher dives, like the pools are so ridiculously deep. Like it would take you so much effort to jump in from the side of the pool and then swim to the bottom. Like you might not even have the breath for that.
Yeah, what I used to do in we had a pool in our backyard, and our backyard had a bunch of like big rocks as decorations. We would take one of the big rocks and jump in while holding it, so then we could walk easily on the bottom of the pool.
Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have to do is just let all the air out of your lungs.
Yeah, but you still have to like keep yourself down. This we looked cool doing. If we had a camera that could go under there.
Like your whole foot was flat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of going, and then that's uncomfortable, but not uncomfortable
God
to
damn it.
hide. prepare for awaking the rest of your life. I am dead.
Guys, listeners, play a drinking game every time I say, oh my God, or God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
And also, anytime he brings up swimming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
So do you think that he's, like, based on his success in the ring, wrestling-wise, he has made so much money that he is able to afford,
They have a motorcycle that can just drive up the side of a building.
Straight up Ghost Rider, yeah.
They could probably afford to purchase that building.
Yeah, they have that. They have technology that can interact with alien technology.
Exactly.
Also, they would have to have bought the building because
Yeah.
it you would have to do it. That's a construction project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, yeah. I mean, I don't know if people are living in there and they're just like, yeah, we got to get rid of your window.
Yeah. Maybe they made that all the bathroom sides. They
Oh, that'd
said,
be smart.
this
Or
is
the
where all the
hallways.
bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the stairs are.
Oh,
So you're
that
just
would
sitting
be
there,
a
just-
terrible place to work. Just this dark hallway.
You're just like dropping a deuce and then all of a sudden it's shaking because the car's coming down the side. Like, what the?
Like where the stairs are.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
meant.
Yeah. That makes, yeah.
You know,
You're so
like,
smart.
out there.
Man, it is ridiculous that we've talked about this for so long. We haven't even brought up really the French pirate.
yeah,
yeah.
how
The
why
fuck
did
was
we
that?
why did we watch 2 episodes?
I'm trying to get this
This
done.
is too much to talk about in one sitting.
The next episodes, if you want to just do one, I'm fine with that. I'm doing this for your benefit.
Like I
Nicole.
haven't even looked at for my benefit. Okay, I've only seen 3 episodes of this show. And 2 of them I had to watch fucking twice.
I've had to watch some of
Which
these
are the ones we
4
watched
times
today.
because Wikipedia. What I've been thinking of doing is while I'm watching these, updating the Wikipedia so it's super. Just I'm detailing every 1 minute thing that what's going on.
Don't do that.
That would take you forever. I mean, there's so much going on per minute.
What are your notes, Nikki Jake?
I have so many notes.
Yeah,
Okay,
what
this
time
one,
are we
which
at?
I'm really, really excited to talk about.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, Lobo Day, the mayor with the painting of him.
Oh, yeah.
And Lobo, and his head stuck in where his head is painted. And he's like, Lobo, help me with this. And instead of grabbing the frame to pull it off his head, he just palms the mayor's face and
Yeah.
pushes it back through.
And also that mayor is so Canadian for one, but
Yes.
they said, hey, we're here about the robbery. And then the mayor says, they didn't take any cash, just some old bones. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Yeah, they just assaulted
Yeah.
some people in broad daylight.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Stole some streetwalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then he went into that monologue about, like, do you know how many streetwalkers go missing a day in this town? It's insane.
And then Lobo's like, wait. What are you saying? Why aren't I doing something? There's clearly something going
Yeah.
wrong here.
And then he's like, but it's Lobo Day.
Oh, my God. No, that's the gritty
Lobo
reboot.
Day. Yeah.
He's trying to find out why there are so
Human
many
trafficking.
Yes. No, I think it's a monster who's consuming streetwalkers for an eternal life.
Could be.
Internal life.
I have a note that I don't know what it means.
What's
Read
what's
it.
it say? I love these notes.
It says Turbine throwing around the F word.
Whoa,
I
did
don't
he?
know what the F word
Did he?
is. No, it was like a joke that it was another word that started with F, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay, let's
It
think.
was in the first episode.
the first episode. I have no idea. Oh, man. Let me do some of my...
No, we'll just leave
Yeah, I'm
it
trying
at
to check
that.
my notes to see if I wrote down anything about that, and I don't see it.
The reporter in the first episode, after she announces Lobo Day, just got right up on him. Then Lobo you start seeing his arm go around the small of her back, like they're about to say, oh, let's go to my green room.
This show was horny.
Yes.
Like,
It is.
it wasn't in the script, I don't think, but the actors really brought it.
The actors were probably all having sex on set.
Yeah, and it,
Why not?
or weren't, and that's why there was so much tension.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about the heart
Yes.
tattoo
Oh,
around her
God.
belly button?
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Guys, I'm going to say it was hot.
Oh.
Yeah. Nicole, if you had, yes, that
no,
would.
it is so tacky.
Just hentai. Gross.
Oh my God.
Front Trump.
It's a
tramp
a
stamp?
reverse tramp stamp.
We got to come up with a new name for that then.
The bottom of the heart just extends with an arrow, like her pants.
Yeah. In the second episode, we talked about it a little bit, or you talked about it in that like opening, that Turbine had this weird like women can't do that, and like women can't play baseball, but like they were so clearly fucking like those two that it's just weird to me that they're trying to make them like they're 13 when they're like 25-year-old horny people.
There's a porn star named Leah Love who shaves her pubic hair into a heart. And that's
amazing.
That I would love to see. Like, you could pick up that heart from her stomach and then she just brings it down and it's a perfect outline of her pubic hair.
I thought you were saying the opposite, and I was like, that's disgusting.
Oh, bringing up the pubic hair to her stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gross nasty. That's nasty,
Nope, get out.
Peter. You want to hear some of my Family Guy impressions?
Say no.
Sure.
Mommy. Mommy.
Do you remember
Stewie?
I forget the time period, but
Stewie Griffin.
bad Stewies were like rampant. Like anywhere you went in the world, someone was going to try to do a Stewie impression.
I have not.
Oh, you don't remember
No.
that? Oh, see, I feel like that happened, and then that got replaced with Heath Ledger's The Joker. And then everywhere you went, people had to show you their Heath Ledger.
But before that, it was South Park.
Oh, yeah, before that it was...
Yep.
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 Respect my authority.
I wonder what it is now.
You know, probably PewDiePie.
It's probably
I don't know
PewDiePie,
what
maybe
that is.
Rick from Rick and
Oh,
Morty.
yeah.
But you get a lot of those.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Rick.
Nicole and I had this bit when we first started dating where I would go, you want to know how I got all these scarves? And it's just Joker, but he's covered in scarves because clearly he's homeless.
Oh, okay.
This one I got at the Goodwill. This one I found in a bucket.
At first I was picturing it like, you know that like... There's like a style, it's like the Johnny Depp way to dress.
Oh, yes,
where you just have like 17 scarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a fedora and a bunch of rings.
Oh, God, I wish I looked like that.
Okay.
Can I?
I don't
May I?
fucking care.
You love a lot of Johnny Depp movies. You love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I do.
All you need to do is spend thousands and thousands of dollars to look like you went to a thrift shop.
Yes. I can do that.
That's all you have to do.
Please.
I never said no.
Please.
Go ahead.
Can I bat my eyebrows at you?
Those aren't eyebrows.
I'm batting them at you.
Can I bat mine?
It's a bat off.
It's a joke because I don't have any.
They're just batting off.
Ooh. All right, guys. What else do we have?
Eyeball rocket.
Yes.
He shoots
yes.
an eyeball. That was
Yep.
the coolest thing.
And it's also like a detailed eyeball.
Oh, it's gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. And he like just hits the box off, right? Like he
Yeah. I put that down too. That box would have exploded.
Yeah.
Okay, but also that rocket wouldn't have been able to there had to be like a tube that stuck out for it to shoot that out.
I think it had
Oh,
a
yeah.
little one.
No.
It was very weird. It was like the face of the wolf, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
the
wolf?
Lobo?
Oh, it's a lump. Okay.
Which, yeah, one of my notes is everything dog themed.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Something about the show that's a little sad is what wrestling move is used to like defeat the villains at the end. Like from what I've seen, I got to see like 3 villains get defeated, and it's always just like a slight toss over the shoulder, which is like a extremely like, rudimentary. I mean, I like wrestling move, but you'd expect something a little more impressive.
Maria did have like a cool luchador, like sliding with her like thighs in between the guy's head, but then like going down, like something Rey
like
Mysterio
a
would
Hurricane
do.
Rana. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Which is, the only cool wrestling move they really do.
Right.
And it's only from the girl, hey, this is empowering to women. It's not.
No, this show has 3 women in it, and they all are very scantily clad.
Yes. Oh, for a kid's show too.
Except the mayor's assistant.
Did she come up more?
Yeah, she does.
All right.
She's a recurring one. All right. Da Bones.
Da Bones.
Lorette, I think that's his name, keeps saying, Da Bones. in a Jamaican accent. Nicole laughed every time I said it. The pirate, they made sure to make it known that he was very handsome and sexy, but he was evil.
Oh, yeah, that one sentence when he was like, he was very dashing and evil.
Yeah, he's like the embodiment of a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy and evil.
I feel like I missed something. Who are we talking
The
about?
pirate.
That's the thing about this show is like every turn is like a huge turn. Like,
Yeah.
there is the mech suit.
Oh, yeah.
That gets no setup. He just walks back into the room in the Chihuahua in a mech suit. And it's the coolest thing that ever happened.
And Lobo just murders a dog.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
he does.
Except I think he teleports out of that.
Yeah, he survives at the end, but
Yeah.
like...
Oh, yeah,
he tried to murder a
But
dog.
to Lobo's knowledge, he murdered a small dog.
Yeah.
So much of this show is that guy throwing someone in a direction and then the environment then kills them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he got killed by live wires, which,
Yeah.
did you know when you get electrocuted, you just revert to bones? God, that's how I want to go out.
Yeah, if
It'd
you
be-
magically
Yeah.
were resurrected.
Yeah, I was.
Of course.
Oh, right. I remember we did that.
Yeah.
We were like, we have to have all these podcasts made. What are we going to do? And we stole your bones from a bunch of museums.
You then connected your telephone up to the government's internet.
Yeah.
And you clipped out pictures of like a really sexy lady, but you were very disappointed with what you got. Because I guess like
I try not to have expectations when I go into my reanimating.
Like, were you
So I'm
trying-
just happy with whatever happened.
yes.
You were trying to do weird science, but you just got James.
Yes. You just wanted, like just a handful of boobs. And that's, hey guys, I'm not being problematic. That was in the movie. They said, hey, if it's bigger than your head, no like it's too big.
Wait, what?
Weird science?
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember them talking about boobs in this.
No, I went into a weird science bit. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's Ferris Bueller's.
That's
I
my
know.
favorite thing from their song, the Weird Science song, which is also like a great movie
Yes, it
song.
is. Weird science. That was, I don't think I've ever told you this, Nicole. That was my favorite movie as a kid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have.
That's
Because
That
a hor-
movie is
I-
pretty genius.
Yes.
Like,
you made me watch it, and I was like, this is terrible.
Wait,
Yeah, it's also
we've
pretty
watched
terrible.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a horny movie, too.
well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
it's
but that one was
gross.
upfront about it being horny. This one was horny in this way where I felt violated, where I was just like, why are they dressed like this? Why are they doing these weird, I don't know.
It makes sense why I am hypersexual and horny all the time because of what I watched as a kid. It was all horniness.
Sure.
Also,
That's what it
Spawn,
is.
the movie, that was one of my favorites. Was that a horny movie?
Never seen it.
Oh, that clown. Oh, he's horny as hell.
That clown always reminds me of Guy Fieri.
Oh.
I always think of them as this, and then the Juggalo, the bigger Juggalo, and then the Smash
Violent
Mouth
J.
guy. I think they're all the same person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That smashed mouth guy could be Violent J.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
They're all three of them are one person.
Yes.
And then when their powers combine, they make the clown from Spawn.
Yes.
Yes.
Nicole, draw it up.
No.
Yay!
I mean, actually, all I would need to do is do like a Venn diagram of the three of them, and in the middle is the clown from Spawn. But then I would need to figure out like what two of them together would all be
No.
for the Venn diagram to be real complete. You complete me.
Oh.
They would have to be dogs if we're staying with the show.
Nicole, can I keep you? I don't know why I said something
Yes.
from Casper. You complete me. And can I keep you?
Was that in Casper? From
yeah.
the Ghost?
Can I keep you?
Yeah, because I love that movie, and James was just being a dick.
Wait, you do love that movie?
Yes,
Man, every girl who liked Invader Zim also loved Casper as a younger child and loves that line.
Wow, just putting me in a box.
Can I keep you?
I never said I liked that line.
Yeah, you do. You're like, oh, you can keep me, Casper.
the ghost of an 8-year-old boy.
Hey, it was sweet when he said that, though. Because he was talking about how he's losing his like he can't keep memories
Oh my
because he's a
God.
ghost now. And then he said to her, can I keep you? Saying like, hey, can I keep you as my memory?
Right. Well, no, he meant he was going to kill her, so she
yeah.
became a ghost with him, and they stayed together
God,
forever.
we wish. Just like how Beetlejuice ends. Mm-hmm. That ends with her dying, right?
Absolutely.
Wait, does it really?
And then she goes to school as a ghost, and then she comes home from school as a ghost, and they celebrate her A on the math test.
Yes, ghosts, math.
Because, ghosts have school too, kids, so...
Kids, also, don't die young.
You can't escape it in the afterlife.
Because if you die young, you're going to have to be going to... If you die as a second grader, every single friggin' year you're in second grade...
I think the sweet spot is like 22.
Yeah, 22.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Gulp, gulp, gulp. That's how I nurse a shot, guys. I just sip it
Just
little by little.
sippies.
But I only take shots of friggin' mayonnaise.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Hot mayonnaise, though. Oh, wait, that relates to one of my... The alien's right-hand man in the second episode we watched, his voice was so deep and it sounded like he had warm Crisco in his throat.
Oh, no, I wrote that he's clearly forcing his voice to be... lower than it's actually
Excuse me, Lobo.
He also sounds like he sounds like someone doing Philip Seymour Hoffman of just like, oh God, I just want to fuck.
You what?
What is that from?
I think not Jeff Rubin, Josh Rubin from College Humor. He's Precious Plum's mom.
Yeah.
It's when he does a Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think that's what I'm referencing.
I don't know.
Also, it sounds like the guy who that one girl says, you haven't made flowers on me in so long in True Detective.
Oh, I know. I know that scene. Jesus.
I used to.
Okay, so there is something I can think of more disgusting than that heart tattoo.
Yeah, everything you hate, don't tell James because he'll just bring it up every goddamn day.
One of our old managers at Burger King, Nate and Nicole, hated that scene, so I made a meme of it.
Nice.
And I just sent it to them on Facebook, and they both said, "Oh, fuck you, James. You haven't made flowers on me in so long."
Tell me what granddad did to you.
Oh, yeah. And then he starts fingering her.
Oh.
True Detective is so good.
And
yeah, why did you tell me about that?
Let's circle back to the Lucha show.
Yes, okay.
So we don't have to keep thinking about gross brother and sisters.
I thought they were cousins.
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if it's that much better, man.
Hey, guys.
I got one.
Don't have sex with your family.
So when Lobo goes to fight the pirate, everybody politely single file walks out of the room, and that made me so happy. Just they're like, get ready for your doom. And then everyone had to walk around the table and shimmy out.
You got this.
Yeah,
I was
this is
also
fine.
constantly thinking, Lobo, why don't you just start the fight now? Maybe because he's an honorable luchador, but still, come on,
Why didn't they
dude.
just stomp him as a group? I mean, it's not like he struggles with every one-on-one fight he's in. So it's not like, why not just throw more people at him?
Oh, yeah.
That's what worked with the aliens. It wasn't because the aliens were super strong, or it wasn't even the guns. It was just because there's 3 of them sometimes. That they were able to beat him.
But but there were 3 of Luchas, so that's why they were able to somewhat beat him. Oh, no, it's because they had a machine, the batting machine.
Yes, but at the end when it's him and the other wrestler, who I thought they killed.
Oh, yes, me too.
They were winning because there was 3 of them 3-on-1. So if, I just don't know.
Yeah.
They just need to swarm these people.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why, in Super Sentai, I always think, why don't the Gorma just have all the Gorma go at once?
Right.
Which, however, the ending might make it seem... But then there's also, why doesn't Bandora just get the leprechaun guy to make all of his clay figures? Just, hold off on trying to beat up the Zhu Ranger. Just stock up some of these guys and then make them all at once, throw it all down, say, hey, with the power of great Satan, make these people rise up and do it.
Yeah, it is weird. I always assumed it's because the monsters don't get along.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, they're so ego-driven that they fight each other.
I always thought that, with the Gorma's case, it's because they have a finite amount of enlarging bombs.
But if you like beat them on the small, like on the first field, you don't need to blow them up, you know?
Oh, yeah. But then I also think, why don't the Sentai just immediately use their mechas to just stomp on the guy when it's small? There is 5-Man explains some of this, of saying that bad guys have an accountant, of saying like, no, guys, we can't do that. It costs too much money. It's great.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah. So you don't have questions like this that we're trying to figure out right now. And why doesn't the whelp just bite Lobo? Lobo's not going to hit a dog. However, we thought he was about to throw a skull right at the dog and just like smash his nose into his brain. That would have been real. Hey, our gritty reboot.
Right.
We're killing a dog.
No.
I can never tell if like the writer, when they think of puns like that, when, you know, like give a dog a bone, don't mind if I do, if that person is like, oh yeah, I'm the best writer in the world, or if they're like, the fuck am I doing with my life? I wanted to be the next Shakespeare, and here I am.
How do you know it's not an 8-year-old writing all these lines?
Oh, I mean, that'd be great. Do a little Axe Cop show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Axe Cop still written by that kid?
I would doubt it.
I don't know. I've thought about looking into it, but I just never did.
Yeah. You just got to be absurd, guys. Also, this is what informed my comedy and my outlook on life, is the absurdity of shows like this.
Yeah. I've always been fascinated with the like the formula structure these bonkers ass shows have. Like the whole very rudimentary good versus evil cycle never ends show has always just been like, I think it really did ruin us as people. Having us watch it all over and over again growing up.
Which we know that their intent was to do very, this person is good and this person is evil storylines, because I was able to find on the Dan Clark Company's Vimeo I guess at an upfront type deal of Dan Clark pitching this show to licensing people. And it was so insane to hear them say, like, this is creative. This is going to be great. It's funny. I think they also said these are going to be demographics that we've never presented in this format.
Right.
So I think they were really trying to hit.
He said they were trying to mix it with modern and retro.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, guys, this show's great. Watch it.
Yeah, the stuff going into the goulash is all pretty cool. It just does not come out very balanced.
Yeah.
You get James instead of a hot lady.
Oh, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I were a hot lady.
Weird science.
Who would you rather me be? Reen or Maria?
What the fuck? Reen.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, Reen or Kujaku in white
Reen.
dress. Okay.
As
Reen,
the pop idol.
Or the whelp.
Yes, Reen or the whelp.
Reen.
Okay, what was the... Okay, would you rather... the beetle guy from Morphbots? The
Wabu.
one with the... What was his name?
Well, we named him Wabu.
Would you rather have Frank be the whelp or Wabu?
Wabu.
Yes.
Wabu.
Because, Wabu's shacking it up with that sexy mayor.
It's just him and the mayor just having
It's
some
like
spa days.
a bug Furby.
Oh, yeah. Wonder, that's a ripoff. I don't know what came
Furby?
first. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Wabu did.
Okay. Well, Wabu was like 95.
Seriously? Was that late?
Yeah, I think that's when...
No, because the
Juco
Beetleborgs
Fighter
are around that time.
I think they're like 97, 98. Hold on. You guys talk about some other notes, and I'll figure out when Juco B-Fighter came out.
I only have a couple left.
I wrote the prostitutes really got into Satanism.
Yes, 95.
Damn.
When did Furby come out?
In like the 80s, I think.
Maybe I'm wrong, yeah.
It was 90s, the Furby. The
Okay.
Furby, 1998.
Oh.
Furby stole this.
My bad.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Furby, we're suing your ass.
We're suing yes.
What notes do you have, Nicole? Any more?
I think my favorite part out of both of the episodes was when the dad alien was... Okay, the kid was like watching the other kids
Yes,
on the ground or whatever, and they were
people
in
of
the
Earth.
spaceship, and he was like, he called them Earth nerds.
Yeah.
Earth nerds. Yeah, because he's so fucking cool.
Also, he says in such a low voice, a menacing tone, he says, You're my slave. I own you. You'll never escape.
Clean my room.
Oh, yes, and he said that.
Some nerd things just cut me so deep, but for this whole show, I was like, okay, they have the kind of technology where they can just be like, make me look like a tourist, a tourist, and then he just like changed his clothes, but then he has to hand his suit off to the kid to hand wash it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? Why is he why do they have a space Roomba to clean his room? Why is he sending the slave boy in there?
I think that's just a purely dominance thing.
Yeah.
He gets off on he gets off on the power. I won't continue the sentence I was going to say.
Or maybe it's like teaching, like...
No, he's a slave.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought that was his son.
No, it's just a slave. He said, I own you.
He's a little slave boy.
All right, well...
Because I think he came from a different planet of Cyclops.
Space Dawn King.
Also,
slaves.
I did not know they were Cyclopses until like the end.
Yeah.
Because it looks like they just have,
Fucked up no eyes.
I like how I put down raw dough eyes.
Yeah.
And until like...
Well, and their eye is like bright green.
Yes, and it looks... I say it a lot, but it looks like a clitoris. Like it looks like the hood of a vagina.
It's fucking gross.
And their vagina eye is in the middle of the sunglasses that they always wear.
Yeah, which is...
So it's like, and at the end, the fucking kid was like, you're weird, two eyes. But clearly they know two eyes is the right aesthetic because they all choose to wear those sunglasses, even when they're like on the broadcast that are set up for being like a two-eyed thing.
Yeah.
Like there's two and then, but not on all of them. Only on some of them, there's like a small visor on top.
Right.
But only on like a couple. Maybe it was just hard to make.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I don't know.
You got to let that clip breathe.
That's going to be the takeaway quote from the show. You're going to be saying that like every episode. You got to let that clip breathe. We're going to make shirts.
Yeah.
Mostly Lovin' Lucha. Got to make that clip breathe.
It just, no one from who likes the podcast buys it, but like a feminist blog picks it up and they're like, you do have to let that clip breathe. And then just tons of feminists, the next women's march, just tons of people, and like on the back it says mostly Lovin' Lucha.
It's the next You Are Beautiful here in Chicago. You Are Beautiful. There's like an artist that puts it up everywhere. Yeah.
Again, a Banksy guy starts throwing up, gotta let that clip breathe.
I do not support this message.
What? Nicole wants to cage the clitoris.
Oh my God.
Don't be a Nicole. Be a James. Let it breathe. Oh, I'm a clitoris breathing.
The Chihuahua has his own like intro music.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So good.
Which is, I said it on the first episode, how I would hold up the poster and yell Los Luchadores and then start pushing my brother. I also now specifically remember me screaming, "Ay, Chihuahua!" when I saw Chihuahuas. I can't believe I thought this show was just a blip. I mean, in the sense of a year, it was only on for one season, so kind of in the span of a childhood, it was a blip, but it impacted me hard.
Oh, yeah. Changed your life. I mean, you're always wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just can't. You're
Wrestling
always
with
in the
my
ring.
inner demons.
Even right now, when we're on the podcast, we're just like going through the motions, like in that one scene where they're learning about the bones and the pirate, but they're also training still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they get so close, Lobo and Lorette.
Yeah.
Nicole said smooch. It just
I
felt
said smooch
uncomfortable.
so many times.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Is a zombie pirate, singular, one zombie pirate, more effective than a like one story tall mech robot suit? Like, what do you have a better chance? You've already kidnapped the mayor, seemingly off camera. Do you care about like bringing putting your efforts into the pirate or putting your efforts into the mech suit? Like, what is your move to take over the town?
Clearly, the mech suit was more of a challenge for Lobo. I think the mech suit is better than French Pirate Bay.
Okay, they said when they resurrected the pirate, they were like, he's 1,000 times stronger. But that guy was like not buff at all.
Yeah, he was weak piss.
And not strong.
Yeah, not at all.
But like they didn't know the dog had a mech, so I feel like in that situation you would fight the pirate?
Well, he had no choice to fight the pirate or not. He had to murder the pirate in order to get to Lobo Day. Happy Lobo Day.
But Turbine had to leave though.
No, Turbine never saw. So Lobo told Turbine, go to Lobo Day in case something happens there.
And he was upset about that.
Yeah, because he was a sidekick.
Yeah.
Because Turbine's a whiny bitch.
Yeah. But God, he's fucking stacked, son.
No.
Dude's ripped.
I wish you could just see the room.
I really wish.
Her reaction was so good.
Yeah. People really like our dynamic. It's weird.
Yeah.
Of hearing Nicole's disdain for me.
Okay. In the Scooter episode, which is what I'm going to call the this space alien TV exec episode, what the hell happened when he threw the scooter at them? Like, that was the most effective single move in the entire both shows.
They were probably like, oh shit, we need to make sure this doesn't hit our ankles.
Yeah.
Because that's the worst thing ever.
So the thing can fly, right?
Yes.
It proved that. Do you throw your flying scooter at the people chasing you on foot?
Or do
you fly
use
away
it?
on your scooter? Turns out you throw it because it is the best weapon ever.
They stumble over it so hard.
Oh my god.
But also don't. It's a really weird thing. What else do I have?
But he also has a transporter. So
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he didn't want to use it because he didn't want it would only go back to the ship. So if he goes back to the ship, he's donezo.
That's where his slave owner is.
Yes, he'll be getting whooped. He's like, whoop that kid.
Yeah.
You know, like from Hustle and Flow, where they said trick, which is a bad thing to say. Hey, guys, if there are any pimps listening right now, please don't whoop your tricks, but whoop that kid, yo. There was a hashtag. Oh, you want to know what? Let's do hashtag clip breathing.
Why?
Because, Nicole, you got to. So Turbine says, I'm just the man next to the man trying to lend a hand. And I said, dude has weak-ass rhymes. Turbine tries to swing the bat. And he looks at it. He, gets a strike and he says, must be something wrong with the bat. That's something that a kid would say. Must be something wrong with the controller. Or he's like, must be something wrong with the condom. I'm not good at this.
That's not a common thing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You say, no, it's down now. I'm so sorry. Because they're Canadian. I'm sorry I can't beat this boss. It must be the controller. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
That's what would happen all the time playing Guitar Hero. Like,
oh, yeah.
I would be winning and they'd be like, it's the controller. It's not calibrated. And I'd be like, okay, then fucking switch me. And then I would still beat them.
Fuck right.
And you were like, and guess what? This one isn't calibrated. You were like, you were right. It's not calibrated, but I'm still beating y'all's ass.
I think there's a special place in hell for anyone who uses the term calibration. Like, it's not calibrated to speak about their Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah.
I just need it like really well tuned,
Shots fired at Nicole's entire family, I guess.
Do they all say it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come at me, whole family.
The alien,
Let's duel.
Don King is a very good actor, I wrote down, but then
he is.
I also wrote, or just he's doing a Jim Carrey.
Nod?
Yes, or he's just doing a Jim Carrey impression.
But even if he is just doing a Jim Carrey impression, to come out swinging so hard on such a just turd of a show.
Not a bonkers of a show.
A bonkers of a show. I gotta respect that. He came to play when he did all that.
His hair is just...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I wrote down that last guy, the final wrestler that he fights. He looks like the Cowardly Lion turned neo-magician.
Mm-hmm. That guy also had getting shot in the chest was the greatest thing for that guy's personality. He is a 180 person after that. Like, when he's wrestling the guy, he's like, yeah, I'll kill you. No, it doesn't matter. And then afterwards, he's like on Star Trek. He's just like the nicest, like, yes, and I will take Slave Boy home to his home planet. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I was writing a note. Was that wrestler, what's their deal? Like, what planet were they from?
No idea.
Lion Planet?
Okay.
He's
I was
the
just
Lion
wondering if
King.
it was a dog, like some version of...
Oh.
Because I was like, is everything dog themed?
No, I think it was a lion.
Okay.
He's from the Lion Galaxy, just like in Super Ninja Steel.
Ooh, speaking of that,
Oh, yes.
perfect segue. My last note is, why is this a show, but like Monty and Victor don't get their own show?
Nicole is
I
talking
just
about...
really want a spin-off of Monty and Victor to have their own show.
Why not a Monse and Victor show?
Can we just have those same two characters, but like as they are now? Because obviously they're older, just like in a sitcom.
Ninja Steel. So Nicole is talking about two characters, Victor and Monty from Power Rangers Ninja Steel.
So the only region I pay attention.
That season was last year. They're not older.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
this was like an old show.
No, this is the most recent Power Ranger season.
Oh.
Let's fucking do it.
Yes, Victor and Monty. Hey, we know Monty, he liked some of our tweets, so come on the show, guys. Please, everyone who's listening, please, one of them's named Caleb.
I want them to be my best friends.
Yes.
Like those two characters are so good.
Hold on, I will find their names real quick, and I'll find their Twitter handles. Everyone,
No.
yes, this is something I want to do. Our, 80 listeners, please tell people. Let me pull this up real quack. You guys vamp.
Vamping up. So, did you notice that the TV show, like this intergalactic high pay-per-view TV
Yes.
show, had like the shittiest production value? Like where he was announcing from looked like it was just like the business center at a Hilton, like in a smaller airport area.
I feel like a lot of whenever shows try to be like futuristic, it's always very like simplistic and
Yeah.
just a lot of silver.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like just like white walls and silver accents.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that's not what the future is.
Yeah, like there's that SpongeBob episode where he wakes up in the future and just literally everything is chrome. And then there's like a new plant that like grows through, and then there's like a robot or something that like comes and spray paints it.
I have not seen that.
I've
but
seen it.
It's good. That sounds... What? Go for it.
Okay, guys, tweet at Caleb Bendit. That's CalebBendit, and tweet at Chris Reed, but his handle is at CHRISR3, the number 3, ID. Let them know that 1, we mostly speak in Sentai loves Victor and Monty. 2, they should have their own spin-off show. And 3, if they're ever in the Chicago area, we would love to have them on the podcast. We have nothing bad to say about their performances. They are top tier on Ninja Steel. Friggin' great.
Like I said, it's the only reason I pay attention.
Monty.
Like when I see them coming into the like whatever room, I just get so excited.
Victor. Yeah. I
should watch it.
You want to know what? Someone made a super cut of it's just their scenes.
Oh my God,
And it's like 2 hours long on YouTube. It's called, I believe, the Victor and Monty Adventures.
Oh my God.
So it's any scene they were ever in, just that.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Check, please.
Yep, I need it.
All right. I think I'm done with notes. We do have a recurring segment on this.
Of course.
Wait, do you have any note?
No, I think I've reached it all. I mean, we talked about
literally everything.
literally everything. Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. So
no, I did. I have one other thing.
Yes.
It's just like an editing thing that they do a lot. The same action will appear 3 to 4 times, which I just think is like so funny. But like if someone's gonna do a sweet move, they show it 4 times.
Do they?
Yeah, like they'll cut it. It's the same. Usually, it's like maybe 2 angles they'll have of it, and they'll like cut back and forth for them. But like to
Okay.
make it extreme,
Yeah.
they just show it a bunch. But that was it.
Melzer does video editing and stuff, so that is why he, every single time he's on this show, he brings up, oh, hey, guys, this editing thing they did.
Yeah,
So we might not have noticed it, but a keen eye of Melzer
check it
did.
out. Yeah, you might see it next time.
I did listen to this in headphones while writing the summary, and during the wrestling scenes, you can hear that someone like in the background is like, yeah, go Lobo, you're the best.
I love you.
And yeah, things like that, or pin him, Lobo. Just like all the way. What's up?
Why did they pin the guy?
Oh, the kid pin him?
Yeah, like they just had to finish the pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was so weird.
Because the kid's probably going to get all that money because...
He won.
Yeah. Also, I think maybe like when your slave master dies, you get their inheritance?
As long as you pin them in a 3 count.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember why I missed it. So I was looking up who Don King was.
Okay.
And there's a thing that was like he killed 2 people, and one of them, he went to jail for like 3 years for stomping someone to death.
Whoa.
Wait.
And then just
Don
got
King.
pardoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
What?
wait, this was on the show?
Oh, no. Put it in our dark version.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we will.
Yeah, Nick Nod in our version will stomp someone to death.
Let's make him stomp that kid to death. We're getting real
Stomp the
gritty.
dog
Yeah.
to death.
Yeah. Dogs
Just
will be
every-
murdered.
Every episode, the dog gets murdered.
Ooh, he's like our Kenny.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a recurring segment. If you were a lucha, what would your name be?
So, like in this show, what were all their names? Did she have a lucha name? Or
Well, no, not even in the, like, just whatever. Mine was King Termite, and
King Termite?
Nicole's was the Fire Aunt.
Oh, okay. You guys are both insect themed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you guys went insects.
Nicole only went insect because mine was King Termite, and I said, "Oh,
Why
I
King
could."
Termite?
It just sounds cool.
Oh, okay.
I usually just do the first thing that pops in my head.
Okay. Gucho Marx. My lucha name.
So, like,
like Groucho Marx, but with a gooch.
No.
It was literally the first thing that popped in my head, and I was trying to like come up with a way around saying something else, but then
God.
whatever.
yeah, I love it.
I gotta wrestle. I gotta get a mask and just live that life forever.
Oh no. What do
I
you
feel
have?
like I really let you down there.
No. I'm trying
Come
to
on, get him, Guccio.
Yeah, get him, Gucho Marx.
think.
Get him, Guccio.
How about the flying gooch?
Yeah,
I'll do
well,
that. That's
no.
more wrestly.
But I like Gucho Marx, but your finisher is the flying gooch, where from the top turnbuckle you like spread your legs and like hit him like on the chest or in between like the neck
With your gooch.
Yes,
With
with
my
your
gooch,
gooch.
yeah.
And maybe like there's a defined gooch area on your suit.
Oh yeah.
Like you just put leather right by your gooch area.
Or
Pleather.
did you ever watch Mankind wrestle?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, he always had that sock.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I have something like that going on.
Oh, you have like a hand puppet, but it's a gooch.
Or yeah, I guess.
It looks like Groucho.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little sock bucket of Groucho Marx.
Just
that
has
I
those
keep in my gooch,
glasses.
and then I pull it out.
Oh, yes.
yeah, there we go.
Because I was thinking a hand puppet of a gooch would just be like, its head on top would be just like dick and balls flapping about. And then on the bottom would be a butt. So like it's in between. Hey guys, I'm
Hey,
Gucho
it's
Marx.
me, I'm Groucho Marx.
No.
Guys, I hate myself. I'm sorry.
Hey, we enjoyed it. So we're at the end. Won't you have a sit down with us, listeners? This is what I'm putting on my jacket as I'm Mr. Rogers.
Oh man, I love it when someone gives up on a bit and just, I'm doing Mr. Rogers. Fuck it.
Okay, Melzer, what do you have to plug?
Oh man, you can watch Morph Bots. It's us taking Juco B Fighter and we've recut it into a very adult comedy show. That's on Vimeo. You can find it by searching Morph Bots into Vimeo, or we are the bots that morph on all social media.
Also, thebotsthatmorph.com, which I will link in the description.
Thank you. He's a pro. And then the other thing, we just recently put a live action show called The Street Wizard's Apprentice that we talked about a little bit earlier on Amazon. And please watch it, because the more people watch, especially in like the first 60-ish days that watch it and review it, the more it'll show up throughout the algorithm and more people might get a chance to watch it. It's really fun if you like urban fantasy stuff and dark humor. We've been told it has a Rick and Morty-esque vibe, the way the two main characters interact, just set in urban fantasy world with a wizard.
Now, if someone doesn't have Prime,
Yes.
they should still give it a 5-star review, correct?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yes, please do that.
Yeah,
I did
give it a big review,
But I
yeah.
have. But do you just want people to watch it on Amazon Prime? But what if they don't have Amazon Prime?
If you do not have Amazon Prime, it has been on YouTube for a while.
And I'll put links in the description for that as well.
Please watch that as well. We, part of the big push, first we applied to get it on Amazon Prime, and that was just kind of an excuse to give it a second life. But what we've been kind of finding is when you tell someone to go watch your web series on YouTube, they're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you say, go watch on Amazon Prime. They're like, oh, it's on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
And
It's
then
legit.
that legitimate statement has
Yeah.
made a lot more people watch it. We're already going to surpass our YouTube views.
That's insane.
On Amazon basically. I mean, we certainly have more minutes watched logged into the Amazon than we do into
Heck yeah.
the other thing.
Okay,
the YouTube.
I will blank this number out. I just want to, because already I know it will blow my mind, but how much did this cost for you guys to make?
Oh, so little. We made the show for, I think, collectively $500.
Okay, can I keep that number in?
Yeah.
It looks like they spent thousands of dollars on it.
Oh, thanks.
It looks amazing. The set design, even though, or maybe that episode's not in there on Prime, but some of the set design, it looks, of course, like it's pretty much a homeless wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it looks like a homeless wizard made some of this stuff. However, the care that was put into making that stuff is fantastic.
Thanks.
The room with like the box, I don't believe that's on Amazon Prime.
That one
but-
didn't make it in, but I do love that gag in that room.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys also covered the
Oh yeah,
The
that
radiator.
was amazing.
Uh-huh.
yes, all of that stuff is top notch.
Thank you.
And the opening credits where it says the Street Wizard's Apprentice. That's top notch level stuff. For you guys to have only spent $500 on this is insane.
That's we went to a bunch of festivals with it, and we were competing with people who had spent easily 50 grand. And we, and I mean, every festival we got in, we ended up winning with that. So it was like really, those conversations were rough when you were talking to someone who was like, we spent 50 grand. We're like, oh, yeah, we spent like $500.
It's just, we spent $500, but everyone knows how to do shit.
Yes.
So that's why it's so great.
We all know how to do shit. We put in so much work for free.
Yeah.
And then also, we're all, at the time, we were all freelancing, doing video stuff. The three of us that really did the majority of the stuff. So, over the course of the last however many years, we've accumulated together enough gear to kind of do stuff. Like we can't, we're obviously not still a very big production. We could easily find things we can't do. But we just created knowing our limitations and just leaned into that. And then we knew we were going to go ham on that opening credits.
Oh yeah, the special effects, even just within the episodes, are amazing.
Oh yeah, so much of that is Drew Creel. I'm sure he would love to come and watch one of these and come on a podcast at some point and talk about it. But that dude is a literal wizard. He's great.
So, fuck, man, this is going long. I want to talk about Street Wizard's Apprentice. You also had possibly another show, or is that not able to be plugged?
It's just not going to come out in time.
Okay.
But yeah, there will be a show. You can watch the pilot of it now. Todd Grobin's going away party. We just entered a little contest to do a web series for a small amount of money. So this time around, we got $2,500 to do the next web series, which it's a lot more than the first web series. And we didn't have to front anything, so that was nice. But that it's still in the process of being finished. But you can check out the first one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to ask every time you're on the show, Morphbot Season 2.
I don't know if it's coming out anytime soon.
Oh, guys.
But it will eventually.
I don't know.
Guys, please.
You announced it.
It's the fate
Don't
of it.
do this to me.
I know. If it was up to me, it would already be in production.
Okay, how many plays on Vimeo would you guys need for you guys to be like, oh, fuck yeah, we need to do this?
I think if we could get into the tens of thousands, which we're not close,
okay,
we could
guys.
finally get the leverage on the members that are harder to get back in the game.
Okay, guys, please, because they said that they would have me as a rapping villain. Just
Yeah.
That's the number 2 reason I want this made, and it's very low from number 1. Number 1 is it is a hilarious show. Well done.
Thank you.
Please, if you're listening to this, don't just brush this off as someone promoting one of their things. This is a legitimately fantastic, hilarious show. If you liked things like Kung Pao, C-Lab 2021, MXC, I'll throw that in there too.
Yeah.
Even like Mystery Science Theater, I'll throw that in as well. It's so good, guys. It will blow your mind on. You'll think, oh, this is just someone promoting their weird web series. No, it's top notch. Same with Street Wizard's Apprentice.
Oh, thank you.
You do great work. Muscular Clown.
Muscular Clown. Yes, that's where you can find the rest of Street Wizard stuff.
Yes. And what is Muscular Clown?
So Kyle, who is the Street Wizard.
Okay.
When he was a kid, he could draw buff dude bodies and clown heads because clown heads are really easy to do. And he apparently did it so much, his parents got really concerned. And he was telling us that story and showing us the pictures right around when I got out of college, and I was trying to get us to be simply a video sketch group, like low quality stuff. And I was like, boom, that's the name.
Hell
Muscular Clown. And we just used all of his childhood artwork for a while as the logos and stuff for it.
And who is Muscular Clown? Like, what people make up this group?
Right. Sorry. Muscular Clown is Drew Creel, me, Kyle Talley, Matt Giordano, and Katie Johnston Smith. She's recently changed that part of her name, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We're a comedy video production group.
Okay, hell yeah.
We used to do sketches, but then we just could never be fast enough to get stuff out. We are very slow at making things, and now we just leaned into that, and we just make very large projects that take us like 2 years, and then put them up on Amazon Prime.
Good.
Yeah.
And who's the guy who plays the apprentice?
Matt Kidd.
He's just someone you guys know?
Yeah, we were we went through casting. We knew a lot of people who were doing improv in the city, and he just came out and kind of blew it away.
Yeah. It's everyone does a fantastic job.
There's a line where he's saying, "The only thing I'm going to seize is your heart." At one point, and it's one of my favorite deliveries I've ever got to film.
It's in the one where he's on the date.
Yeah, with the sitcom trope one,
Yep.
where he's getting like the messages in his ear magically. But
oh god, yeah, that's every single episode on Amazon Prime. You guys are gonna love, and then there are 2 on YouTube that you can find as well, guys.
And they're just as fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, you got anything to plug?
I keep saying this. I might have my website done by then.
If it is, it's in the description. Also, check her out on Etsy, Darling Homebody. Also on Instagram, Tumblr, not Twitter, Facebook. You can find Darling Homebody.
Yeah, it's Darling Homebody. And then there's Crumbums Comic on Instagram. That'll also be on the website.
The website looks great. I've seen it.
I'll have like links to Mostly Sketchin' Sentai and Mostly Speakin' Sentai on there. Yeah, and watch Mostly Sketchin' Sentai on YouTube.
Yeah.
For me, check out I'll Get There. That's a podcast we do with Courtney and Monse. Check out What the Hellmouth, which is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Good.
Watch. We barely talk about Buffy with TC and Anissa, my friends. And This Movie's Gay with Corwin. He will be on this week's main episode on the 7th, I think is the date. It's a very good episode. Corwin and Nicole. Corwin's like my pod husband, and like Nicole is my actual relationship person. And
relationship husband.
Yes. And they make it known that they call me out on all my shit.
I was very hangry and sassy that day.
Yeah.
It was real fun.
And then Corwin's just always sassy, so it's great. And then also Marshland Monster. I plugged it up front. Find me on SoundCloud and YouTube. I rap. All right, guys. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Melzer.
And we've been Mostly Lovin' Lucha.
Los Luchadores, the faceless heroes, Lucha Libre and Mascarados, Lobo Fuerte and Turbine together, meet Villanos, champions forever.
All right, and then we'll get in. Okay, so you do. You intro this of saying like, "Hey guys, it's
Are you gonna
Nicole."
use that sound clip to make a promo video?
Yeah, why not? Oh, that cat!
Oh, I can't.
You're starting this one
With what?
with whatever.
We watched the show.
No, to like after it fades out the.
Yeah.
And then you know how I'll go.
No.
Hey guys, like I said, my name is James, and welcome to Mostly Lovin' Lucha. I'm gonna throw it over to my co-host, Jampy. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.